In our postmodern, materialistic, technological era, it is not uncommon to find people in some sort of crisis, whether emotional, psychological, or spiritual. We might hear from a friend, a family member, or other person we know that they are feeling distressed, neurotic, anxious, disturbed, obsessed, depressed, absent, or utterly confused. These feelings are signs of inner conflict crying out for resolution, which requires shifting one's perception and adjusting one's attitude and actions accordingly. When this is happening on such a wide scale, we can clearly see that our entire society is screaming for a healthier way of relating to life. In my early 20s, my own inner conflicts led me to the healing and mystery wisdom of Eastern traditions, especially the practice of yoga. Then an unexpected turn of events led me to the deep exploration of the shamanic path, mainly in the context of the Andes and the Amazon spirituality. Through my journey of initiation into shamanic wisdom, I encountered ancient maps of reality with their visible and invisible components. Maps of reality help us navigate the vast territory of our psyche in relationship to others and to the world. Myths and religious narratives are also maps, connecting us to a foundation that grounds us and gives us a sense of belonging. In this book, I share with you 2 powerful maps that have been used since ancestral times to help practitioners face the crucial questions of life. The first map is the medicine wheel from South America. When perceived as a holographic configuration superimposed on reality, it is more than a map and instead becomes a vehicle that is able to drive us out of our fear and immobility into a meaningful life path. The second map is the hero's journey, often superficially portrayed in Hollywood movies. While the narrative of the hero has long been discussed, the term hero's journey was coined in 1949 by Professor Joseph Campbell to encapsulate an archetypal enrichment of one's personality that ripples out to society. However, the roots of this journey are deeply steeped in ancient traditions from around the world. It tells of the moment we are invited to step out of ordinary life into the extraordinary quests that will bring great wisdom to the individual and the community. The medicine wheel came to my life when I was a distraught young wife with 2 small children. Through following its signs and symbols, I healed chronic discouragement and vulnerability, and I found the way to my inner strength and certainty. Later, the hero's journey gave me a more detailed understanding of each milestone I endured to come home in my own bones, heart, and soul. When I learned of the concept of individuation as described by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, I realized that both maps are rich in guidelines toward this process. Our technological global society does not offer a sacred and transcendental purpose to the individual. While our ancestors looked at the stars in the sky, the mountains, the rivers, and to the plant and animal life for guidance and inspiration, we look at the screen for facts and information. The individuation process. As Jung described it, individuation means becoming a single, homogeneous being, and, insofar as individuality embraces our innermost, last, and incomparable uniqueness, it also implies becoming oneself. We could therefore translate individuation as self-realization. The individuation process is a remarkable, complete, and detailed vision of how we can attain the emotional, psychological, and spiritual grace our humanity yearns for. Accordingly, it is crucial for each person to integrate all aspects of oneself to become a cohesive personality, someone who is not fragmented but indivisible, while striving for wholeness and completion. This would result in healthy, vibrant individuals who grow up psychologically independent from their parents and who find purpose in what they do, while contributing in a meaningful way to society. The individuation process propels us toward the realization of our broader self. We evolve from an immature, self-centered view of the world to a holistic and all-encompassing perception of reality. To understand the self, we must first understand that we are conscious of only a very small percentage of our total beingness. Just as we cannot see the full size of an iceberg by examining only the tip that sticks out of the ocean, we cannot understand our full consciousness by examining only what we pay attention to. Under the surface is what Jung calls the personal unconsciousness emerging with the immeasurable waters of the collective unconsciousness, which constitutes the timeless and universal forces that influence all humans' thoughts, feelings, and behaviors.